Now we'll go through the DeltaV toolbar and the navigation plane. On the top of the HMI screen, there are a series of icons, and let's go through with what some of those do. The one that looks like a door in the top left with an arrow will let you exit DeltaV Operate. This is available only to some users and might be denied depending on how you are logged into the system. But if you need to get to a Windows program on the computer, this icon will help you do it. This icon will print the picture in the HMI displayed on your screen. This icon will open the faceplate for the entered module. So a search bar will pop up. You'll enter that module and it'll bring up that faceplate. This is a similar icon, only it opens the detail picture for the entered module. For example, if you type in FT206, press OK, FT206 detail picture will show up for that module. This is sometimes an easier way to find a module rather than going through the HMI to find it. This will open up the display directory if you have one set up. These tanks icon right up here will reset the default layout. This window that looks like a folder will replace the HMI in the picture with the selected picture. For instance, it will bring up all the HMIs that exist in the system that are openable by you, and if you click it, it'll open up that HMI. It has the same effect as clicking the boiler in the HMI navigation plane as it does to click the boiler in the folder icon. However, there may be more HMIs in the folder icon than are displayed in the navigation plane. The arrow that points to the left will bring you back to the last HMI page that you had on the screen. For instance, if you're on the boiler screen and you go to the cooling tower screen, but you want to go back to the boiler screen, you can click the arrow and it'll bring you back to the boiler screen. This will display an overall picture in the main window, an overview picture in the main window. This icon is an important one, and it will display the alarm summary HMI in the main window. So if you want to change the window you're looking at on the screen you're looking at to the alarm window, click this button. This is what that screen will look like. When you go to this page, there are a few different things you can do. You will see that there are ordered by time, or parameter or description, the message or priority. You will be able to sort these various alarms. This icon up above the list will help you acknowledge that alarm. This icon will help you open the faceplate for the selected alarm. This icon will open up the help menu faceplate for the alarm you're selected on. You may edit this alarm help section to help you communicate with other operators what to do in case you see that alarm. For instance, you'll be able to put in, if you see this alarm, you have 20 minutes to do this recommended action. The probable cause is this, and the design information for the instrument associated with that is here. Once you put it in once, it will stay that way. This will open the detail display. This icon will open the control display. This icon will shelve the alarm. This icon will sort the alarm list by time of occurrence. This icon will sort by time of the last state change. So if it went from critical to low, that's when it will record that time. This icon will sort by alarm ID. So if you know the name of your alarm and you want to find it in a long list, this is a nice way to find it. This will exclude alarms in this state. So this icon here, if you only want to look at low-level alarms or high-level alarms, you can use this button. This button will allow you to use an alarm filter. And this button will let you export the alarm history to a file. Now back to the main HMI toolbar. Now, as I was saying, this is a very important one to find your alarms, and you will probably spend a significant amount of time there. This icon next to the alarms will display the area filter picture in the main window. This is what the area filter looks like. It will tell you how many alarms are in each area. This will display the alarm suppress picture in the main window. This icon, the DeltaV icon right here, displays the utilities pop up. So there will be a few different icons that pop up after you press this button. Those will be starting Flex Lock, so you'll be able to change from DeltaV desktop to Windows desktop to the programming. DeltaV Operate, which is the HMI. You'll be able to start DeltaV Explorer. You'll be able to start Control Studio. And these are a lot of programming ones that you might want to dabble in, but you should get some training on these before you start playing around on your live system. This one will start Recipe Studio. This one will start Operate Books Online. It's a nice place to learn things if you want to learn how to do some fun things in DeltaV. Starts DeltaV Operate Pictures Help. So you'll be able to learn how to make HMIs. Starts DeltaV Alarm Help. So if you have any questions about alarms, you can come here and try to find them out on your own research, or of course you can always ask us. Starts Network Device Command Center. So if you want to see which devices are networked on this system, you can go here. Starts Alarm Mosaic. This is an important one. It's under here, but it's also over here. So there's two ways to get to it. If you want to see what it does, this is what it looks like. When an event happens, you'll be able to filter over here. Oops. You'll be able to filter over here. You can change the scales, activation histories. There's a lot of tools you can do here, but it will log events. So if there's an alarm happening, something's not communicating, or an alarm happened, this is an event logger. Or when a user changed a setting, it will log those things. Okay. This button right here will change the current DeltaV user. So you usually probably be logged in as an operator. However, if you are a shift lead, there might be a shift lead username, or there might be an administrator username. Each one of those is password protected and has different allowances and rules that they can use to operate the system. So a plant manager might have more ability to change interlocks than an operator. So it might be denied for you to bypass an interlock, a safety interlock. If you need that done, you're going to have the plant manager log in and do it for you after he has assessed the safety concerns. There's an alternate way to do user logins. You can actually have a username for each operator. So I could have one under Carson Merk1, and then DeltaV will track everything I do as Carson Merk1. This is a nice way to track and have accountability. However, every time you sit down, you'll have to log in and log out. And to do that, you would use this button. This button right next to the login starts DeltaV diagnostics. This is a higher level tool to troubleshoot your system. It'll help you find bad controllers, bad communication, bad I/O, redundancy failures, safety systems, and charms. If you want to have training on this, we can supply it. Just give us a call. This will start Process History View. This will log every change in device, every login, every event and alarms. So if you need a list of what happened, you can sort it by date or user, who logged in. If you want to do some troubleshooting that way, it's a nice tool. This icon will open Easy Trend Picture. This icon will toggle the applications running in the background to the foreground. So DeltaV runs on top of other applications, and if you want to bring them to the front, you can. This will start a tag search utility. This is a very useful tool. I recommend trying to use it. You can put in all or part of a name of tag or module, and it will bring it up automatically. It'll bring up a long list of them, and then you can pick which one you open. You can click whether you want faceplate or detail or the HMI involved or the control logic behind it or a trend behind it. But let's say you want to look up flow transmitter 3219. You could plug that in, and everything associated that will go there. Let's say you didn't know whether it was an FT or what it was. You could just write 3219, and everything that has a 3219 will show up. It's a nice way to find things if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. So instead of going through each HMI and looking, you can come here and find it right away. This will toggle which tag is displayed. Go to module tag, a description, a friendly name, or a no display. Starting a calculator. Another way to get to your alarm mosaic page, which is a very important one to investigate. And if you have Data Park, you can start your Data Park trending by clicking on the binoculars at the far right of the page. Data Park is a trending tool that has advanced trending capabilities. So if you are looking for a more advanced trending tool and you don't have it, ask us for a demonstration and we can show it to you. This icon opens the trace box. It's another way to troubleshoot. And the question